Hi, today we're going to talk about cleaning your sink area. I'm going to give you a couple of time-saving tips. You don't have to clean your mirror each and every time you clean this area. A lot of times you get the buildup of the water spots and toothpaste just about right in this area. Also, declutter your sink area. Take a look at the items that are on your sink right now and ask yourself, is this something I use every single day, or I just must have on my sink counter? I'm sure, like a lot of you, you have drawers and cabinets that you can put things in. If you can, I'd say highly recommend it. It's going to be a huge time saver when it comes to cleaning your sink counter. If you need to have the items on there, just go look around your house. I'm sure you have some type of decorative basket or a container that you can put your items in. So when it does come to cleaning your sink counter, removing all the items, you just have to grab one basket, move it over, and then move it back. Huge time saver. Hairspray. If you can at all possible, eliminate hairspray from your life. This stuff not only gets on your hair, on your clothes, all over your mirror, your faucet, sink, cabinets, walls. You use hairspray, go run your hand against your wall and you'll feel how grimy and sticky it is. That is from the hairspray. It also collects on your light fixtures. If you have just the bulbs going straight across and you try dusting them, you'll be very frustrated because the hairspray is going to attract the dust and stick. But if you must use it, just realize it's going to be way more time consuming than if you didn't. Okay, enough about that. Let's move on to what you will need to clean this area. Your Lance-Wool duster. Your squeegee on a pole if you have it, and I'll show you why. Your Sparkle glass cleaner, which I have here on my loop, and your Mr. Clean, which I have on my other loop here. Your toothbrush, and your magic eraser or sponge as well, along with your diapers and of course your apron here. But the way that I work on cleaning a sink area is I work top to bottom. If you don't have tall mirrors, then you can totally skip this step if you're able to reach this area, but obviously I have tall mirrors. So what I like to do is take my squeegee that's on the pole, drape a diaper on top of it, like so, and I'm just going to dust this top area. It usually only gets dusty, and after your deep clean, this is all you really need to do, and maybe once every 3 to 6 months, come in and you can work on that top area. But like I said, if you use hairspray, then you probably won't be able to get away with that, and you'll have to stand on your countertops or a ladder and get that area if you want it clean. My Lance-Wool duster, I'll go around the light fixtures, knocking off any spider webs, dust, things of that sort that have, occurred. And at this point in time, actually let me move this out of the way, I like to spray down my entire sink counter. This includes the side walls and also right around here on your fixtures. Now, as that's sitting, and of course inside your sink bowl, I'm going to go around with my toothbrush. We talked about doing all the little crevices, try to get all the goop up and around your sink drain as well. Once you've done that, I like to take my diaper, fold it in half. We talked about using all 4 sides, and start working from the top of your sides right here to the side part here, and then working on your sink counter, going all the way across, one continuous motion. Get a clean side. Now, if you have a bunch of toothpaste or anything that really needs a little bit more of a scrubbing than this, you can use your magic eraser or your sponge with the scrubber side and kind of get those items off. We have a rule in our house, no toothpaste in the sink. Just kidding. The kids are mad about it, but what can you do? Wipe the inside of your sink really well. Once that's done, we're going to start working on your mirrors and your fixtures. You're going to get a clean, fresh side. Use your Sparkle glass cleaner, spray it on your diaper, and one continuous motion working from top to bottom, going all the way across. And if you have any smudges or streaks, get a clean, fresh, dry side. You're going to go back over it and buff out any of those. Now, if you're really picky like I am, I like to walk around from different angles and look at my mirror and make sure it's streak-free. Then I'll take a nice clean side again, spray it with Sparkle, and go around my fixture. And just do a nice good wipe. Same thing as the mirror. If you have some streaks or smudges, get a clean, dry side and buff those out. That's pretty much the basics as far as your mirror and your sink. A lot of times by your drain, you'll have some discoloration or even scuff marks inside your bowl. This is when your magic eraser is really handy. You can go and scrub around your drain, and those usually come out and buff out scuff marks. If it's really bad, as far as any kind of mold or mildew, maybe you need some of the Lysol with bleach. Spray that, let it sit for a little bit, and then let it rinse out. Probably, let me go ahead and finish with the rest of the sink. Okay, so I like to spray some of my Mr. Clean on a cloth and spot clean my cabinets. And I will also come over, you can use Sparkle or a dry cloth on your towel holder, and clean side, Mr. Clean, for any of your electrical outlets and light fixtures. It takes a minute to do, and if you just spot clean that regularly, every other week, it'll be a huge time saver than dreading having to do a big, huge clean of taking your plates off and scrubbing them and all that. You should never have to do that if you keep up regularly with doing some spot cleaning. Alright, once every 6 months or so, I get really bad hard mineral or hard water mineral buildup underneath this ring part on my drain or on my faucet. Mine comes off very easily. It just unscrews, and it's two parts. And I'm going to come closer to the camera so you can take a look at it. But what I do is it has a little filter inside here that gets a lot of dirt and just grime in there, and I rinse that off. And if you turn your this piece over, you'll see a lot of the mineral deposits on here. Now, if it's not that bad, you can use like CLR, let it sit in that. Sometimes it'll take it off. Other times, if it's a real bad buildup, I have to use like either a butter knife, maybe even a little razor blade, or my fingernails to try to get the crud off. I don't know what it is about our area, but we seem to have it really, really bad. And I haven't found a product that gets off really the hardcore part of it. But like I said, once every 6 months or so, I'll go in, and it's good if you can screw that off and clean that out, because you'd be amazed at all the buildup. And that's how you clean your sink area. Thank you.